Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Off play action. Crouch. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crouch. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Elliott. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
90 Wolf. 53, check.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On 1st and 10, Crouch. Hunter Henry brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Crouch. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw again. Crouch. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On 3rd down, Crouch. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, order. 53 is the mark. 53. Yep. 53. Push him back. Push him back. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You draw quarters. Check. 53 is the mic.
On 1st down, Crouch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
49, guys. 6-6, bullet high. We own it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage. That's what they did there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Looking to throw. Crouch. Being chased out left. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Crouch. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Crouch into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
Touchdown, Chicago! In for the score as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Go. Go.
Chopper. Go. On second down, it's Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Hey, wahoo!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And Shaq tops it here with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw here. Finds his tight end Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Crouch. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
15 line. 15 line. X3. Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Crouch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Check pass.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 3. Gets it to Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Crouch going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
Sponge. Hey, Charlie. 57.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
22 jet bomber, shoot!
Throwing again. Crouch. It's complete. Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Crouch. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Crouch. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. On the ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Crouch. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
53, Mike, 53.
Greystone travel. Five.
On second down, this is Jackson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Bang, bang. Shoot.
Bravo.
57, Mike.
Get.
Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready? Mike, protein spill.
Shoot.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready? 64, weak.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd and 2. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on third down. Crouch. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Out.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Robinson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Switch.
They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got?
They'll look to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about it.
It got his man complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw into the arms of Allen. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
On the set.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Crouch. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first and 10, Crouch. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and 4. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
53, Mike 53. Silver. Mike 53. 53, Mike.
On third down, Crouch. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1-0 here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Robinson. A game there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.